Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be talking about the things that I fell in love with for the month of August. I have quite a few things, drugstore and high-end, that I am obsessed with. I really did find some incredible things. There's a lot of things that I tried this month, some of which I haven't used enough to put in this video, but I really wanted to still share like my top favorites with you guys. So this is actually kind of a shorter list, even though I'm still, playing around with some that I feel like will be in next month's favorites just when I get a chance to try them a little bit more. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna start from complexion and we'll move all the way into lip products. The first thing I fell in love with this month is this RMS Supernatural Radiance Serum. It's like a serum sunscreen. It has a SPF 30, a mineral sunscreen, and it's so beautiful. It's so glowy on the skin. This comes in 3 shades. The one that I use is Light Aura, which actually is kind of like a pink tint, which sounds funny, but it blends out really beautifully and it actually gives a little bit of coverage to the skin. So I love using this. I keep it in my bathroom because as a sunscreen product, it kind of evens out my skin tone to where I feel really confident without makeup going out and about. If I feel like I want a little more of an even skin tone, a little more glow to the face, you can see it kind of just does a lot of everything. It's so beautiful. I am wearing it underneath my makeup today and I am not sure how much I love it underneath this foundation. It's one of my favorite foundations actually. I haven't tried this exact combo yet, the Laura Mercier one with this. So anyway, I feel like I will stick to using it as my like no makeup sunscreen that gives coverage product. So I'm gonna keep this upstairs in my bathroom because I feel like I would rather use it as that, like on its own, versus something to prime my skin for makeup. Not to say that it doesn't work well under makeup, but that's just my favorite way to use it. So that's that one. Then I absolutely fell in love with the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Liquid Bronzer this month. This is so versatile. I've actually mixed this into like body lotion and applied it all over the body. I've used it as an actual cream bronzer all over the face. It has almost like a gel formula. A little bit goes a really long way. You could also mix it into like your base products or your primer as kind of like a bronzing drop situation. But you can see here, it blends out really beautifully and evenly. It's a good little bronzing product. Plus, it's from the drugstore, so who doesn't love that? I've just been really enjoying it. Like, it's nice to have a more affordable liquid bronzer product that's not super shimmery. It has just warmth to it, and there's just a really versatile product, I feel. You can mix it into a lot of things. So I've been really enjoying that one as well. Another complexion product that I'm obsessed with, and it's interesting because they launched highlighters and bronzers in creams and powders. So Uoma Beauty is who I'm talking about. I originally thought that I would really be obsessed with the contour stick, which I still do really like. It's really pretty. This color is fabulous for fair skin. But what has been shocking to me is how this has just immediately moved into the top of my routine, and that is the Double Take bronzing powder in the shade White Pearl. If you are a fair skinned gal and you are heavy-handed with bronzers, this is such a stunning bronzer shade. It looks so natural on me and I went ham with the bronzer today. So this is what I have all over the skin. I feel like it really does not look unnatural, which is really tricky for me with bronzers. It's so beautiful and it's not too gray toned either to where when I build it up it just looks muddy. It's like the perfect undertone. So loving this. I was actually shocked. I was not expecting to have this be in my routine more than the contour stick initially. Both are really beautiful, but this one is by far what I'm using the most. And then I wanted to give a little shout out to this new shade that I bought in the Easy Bake powder from Huda Beauty. This is like my favorite powder. The Cherry Blossom. It's so nice. It's a pinky toned powder. I have it all over the skin today. It's something that's going to really brighten up the skin. I love the whole like blush moving into the under eye area kind of a vibe. And this kind of helps with that, just kind of adding that pink tint that's not too over the top underneath the eyes. So I wanted to give that a little shout out as well because it's a formula that I'm obsessed with, but the color I've been using a lot. It's absolutely beautiful. This Fawn Beauty blush palette, 10 out of 10. I'm wearing it today. A little goes a very long way. Like I'll show you what I did pigment wise because it is so pigmented. I literally took my brush and I was like, the lightest little taps, and it goes such a long way. I'm really trying not to overdo it because it's easy to actually overdo on my skin tone with this because it's so pigmented, but a little goes a long way. I love how you get 4 different pink shades in here. They're so beautiful. You have one that's more cool toned, one that's more hot pink. We've got like a more peachy and like a true pink right here. It's so beautiful. I love Fawn Beauty. I think Katie Fawn is just the sweetest ever. So I was really excited to see that she launched some blush products because she only really had lip products before that. So really happy to see her expanding her makeup line. This eyeshadow palette, listen, I bought the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. I did a video on it, and then I got this in PR, and I was like, hold on. And I've actually been using this way more. I've only used the Pat McGrath one in that video because I just barely bought it. I haven't given it more chances, but I've used this one more because it just fits into my everyday routine a little bit more, and that's the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. I know this is one that like I just barely got and just barely tried, but I already know it's my favorite. I already love the Natasha Denona formula in general. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes. Isn't this just the perfect like bridal everyday palette? It has so many beautiful elements to it. You've got a great mixture of mattes, shimmers, some toppers in there, and the tones and undertones are just perfect for every day. Also for special occasions, you really just can't mess this up. So loving this. Plus the packaging is beautiful. I'm just a big fan of this palette in general. I know you guys are too. Those of you who have tried it anyway, it's such a nice palette. Let's see, we've got some lip products, quite a few lip products actually. I'll start with lip liners. I'm obsessed with these 2 lip liners. They're both drugstore. And now that I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh man, they're maybe very close in color, but I haven't actually swatched them side by side. So the first one is the Rimmel Cappuchino lip liner. I love this so much. It's just the most beautiful kind of brown, almost mauve. Like there's a little hint of mauve in there. It's mostly brown though. And when you blend it out, it just kind of contours and shapes the lips beautifully. Then the second one is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Maison. Okay, yeah, this one's like lighter, but definitely the same vibe. Oh my gosh. Like literally, here's me falling in love with like 2 lip liners that look the same. Clearly I have a taste right now for shade and lip liner, but this one is the Maison color, so that one's a little bit more light, but you're gonna get the same effect with this, I guess. So both are great, loving both. I feel like I will still use both, honestly, because they are a little bit different, you know? This one's a little darker, more opaque. This one is more like blendable, like it kind of blurs out a little easier. So those are those. Love brownish mauve lip liners, I suppose. And then Lisa Eldridge has done it again. Her Velveteen Liquid Lip color is so beautiful. She sent me quite a few. I've actually only tried the Rain color because it's just so stunning. And I feel like for me, when I wear liquid lipsticks, I like to wear a bit of color just for that longevity. If I'm doing more of a nude lip, I don't always reach for liquid lipsticks. Anyway, here's the color. I actually used this in a video this month, so I'll have that link down below if you want to see how it looks on me because I feel like this just didn't go with the vibe today. But this is such a beautiful color. The formula is absolutely amazing. You can blur it out or you can really make a more opaque kind of a lip finish. It's so long wearing but also so comfortable, which I really love. Plus the packaging is so pretty. I just think Lisa is incredible. She does no wrong in my eyes. I love her brand. It's so stunning. I have 2 glosses that I fell in love with. One is from Morphe. This is the Dripglass Glazed High Shine Lip Gloss in the shade Polished Peach. It's actually what I have all over the lips. So I basically just did the NYX lip liner on the outside and then filled in the lips with this. This says Polished Peach, but it's honestly more pink. Well, I guess it's a true peach. Let's be honest. For some reason, it doesn't feel too warm though. It's not a super warm peach. It's right in the middle. It's a good neutral peachy pink. Really loving this. It's not sticky at all. It's really pretty. And then I bought this Dior gloss. This is the Dior Lip Maximizer in the shade Opal. I bought this one because of Makeup by Kelly Ann, and it's like something that I normally would not have picked up. It's more of a clear base, but then you have like this iridescent golden and purple shift. You literally can't even tell on my hand how pretty this is in person. It's so special on the lips as well, and it just kind of adds that touch of magic and like hint of a cool tone, like a frosted look, but in a very wearable way. It's so pretty. I was not expecting to like this because even in like the pan, or not the pan, in the tube, it kind of looks boring. Like it looks a little dull. It doesn't really do what it does once it's swatched or once it's on the lips. So really loving those as well. Let me wipe this off my hand. I was shocked to find a drugstore brow gel that I love so much. I've really only used a couple of drugstore brow gels in my career, because I feel like not all of them hold my brows the way I want them to until this Physicians Formula Butter Brazilian Brow Lift Brow Gel. This is like pretty much a dupe for the Patrick Ta brow gel. The Patrick Ta one is actually a little more gloopy. This one's a little more thin of a formula, but I discovered when I first tried this out that the applicator is actually identical. Let me show you. So you really do get the same feel and same effect. Hold on. The wands themselves are a different size, but you can see they're literally the same exact brush head, which is crazy. So you get the exact same kind of lamination brow effect. These lamination brow products are definitely not for the faint of heart. They're gonna feel a little more glued to your head. So if you're not into that, you might not like this formula, but if you want that, if you want like that super laminated look, without it going like crusty, I haven't noticed this getting like flaky. However, with these products, like in general, the nature of these lamination brow gels, you really don't wanna overdo it. Like one swipe and work on one brow at a time. Once it dries, you don't want to go back in. Otherwise, it can kind of build up. So just a tip, but I haven't noticed any like buildup with this product, and I do layer it in my brows quite a bit. So I wanted to mention this as well because it's so good. Plus it's from the drugstore. Who doesn't love that? Wait, hold on. I was going to put this in my favorites video because this is also a new try, but I've been wearing it so much that I wanted to mention it. So that's the Tower 28 concealer. I love how this looks under the eyes, you guys. Plus all over the face, like almost as a foundation. I recently did the Strawberry Girl makeup and I feel like it blended out all over the face to the point where I didn't need foundation, but it gave me the coverage that I want, but it still looked like skin. When I set it underneath the eyes, it looks stunning. I have definitely heard mixed things about this. Concealers are very personal depending on your skin type, and the overall texture that you prefer in a concealer, but for me, it's been working really well. And I do set this, so that's something else to point out. Some people don't set their concealers, so that's gonna alter the way that it appears. Also, I usually set it with the Huda Beauty powder, and the combo seems to work really well for me. So I wanted to throw this in my favorites because I really have been enjoying it. Like as soon as I tried it, it has been what I've been reaching for every single day. So even though it's a newer find this month, it has quickly moved into my routine, and I love it. It was my favorite part about my makeup when I first tried it. Like it just kind of airbrushes the skin. I don't know, it's so beautiful. I wear the shade BU, by the way. Okay, so that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments what you've been loving this month, and I hope you enjoyed hearing some of my faves. As always, I will have them linked for you down below if you want to check any of them out. And yeah, that's it from me today. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you.